Assalamualaikum. Good day, young scientist. Welcome to Science 5, where learning becomes easy once we explore. I am your science teacher, Teacher Potre Hedjarah Lucman, from Poona Bayamo North District, Division of Lanao del Sur 1. Are you ready to explore and discover wonderful things? Come on and join me in the wonderful journey in exploring the world of science. Our lesson for this week is all about the human reproductive system. You came from your parents. The chicks came from their parent chickens. The plant came from its parent plant. People, animals, and plants have one thing in common. Ano ang kanilang pagkakapareho? They all reproduced. Ito ang kakayahang magparami. People, animals, and plants are all living things. Ang lahat ng may buhay ay may kakayahang magparami. Ito ay tinatawag na reproduction. Reproduction is the process by which organisms produce more of each kind. Reproduction is an important part of the life of all living things because it ensures the continuity of life. Have you ever wondered how people multiply? What's in male and female that enable them to reproduce? And that's what we're going to explore and discover. In this lesson, you will learn and understand how body parts work to help living things reproduce. The human reproductive systems have something to do with the differences and changes observed between males and females. First, let's talk about the male reproductive system. That's right, all boys watching have this. This is the male reproductive system. The male reproductive system is made up of several organs. It is specifically responsible for producing sperm cells and hormones. So, what is a sperm cell? Well, this is important for reproduction because it is needed to fertilize an egg cell, which came from a female reproductive system. On the other hand, hormones are responsible for the development of adult male characteristics. Did you know that an average man can have approximately 5 million sperm cells in a single drop of his semen? But out of these millions of sperm cells, only one is needed to fertilize an egg cell. Now, let's talk about the different parts of the male reproductive system and its function. Number 1, the penis. This is the penis. It is the external male organ with a tip called glans. Penis covered with foreskin that may be removed through circumcision. The penis function is this. By filling with blood, penis will be able to erect. Therefore, it will be able to penetrate during sexual intercourse. Number 2, scrotum. This is the scrotum. Scrotum is a pair of punch-like sacs that contains the testes. It is also controls the testis temperature because they must be slightly cooler than the body to produce sperm cells. Now, what is testis? This is testis. If only one, you can call it testes. But since boys have two of these, let's call it testes. These are the glands that produce the sperm cells and the male sex hormone called testosterone. Number 4, the epididymis. This is the epididymis. It is a narrow coiled tube that stores sperm cells. It is located at the back of testes. Number 5, the urethra. This is the urethra. The urethra in males is the passageway of both urine from the urinary bladder and semen from the glands. Number 6, seminal vesicles. This is the seminal vesicles. These are sac-like pouches attached to the vas deferens. It contributes to the semen production. It produces sugar-rich fluid which provides energy for the sperm cell's motility or to move independently. Next is the vas deferens. This is the vas deferens. It is a long muscular tube that serves as the passageway of the sperm cells released from the testes. It also connects the testes to the seminal vesicle and the urethra. Number 8, Cowper's gland. This is the Cowper's gland. Cowper's gland, also called as the bulbourethral gland, is one of the two pea-sized organs found beneath the prostate gland. It is responsible for releasing fluid that flushes out foreign matters and neutralizes the acidic urine in the urethra. And last is the prostate gland. This is the prostate gland. It is a gland located between the bladder and the penis. It produces fluid that nourishes and protects the sperm. Now, let's proceed to the female reproductive system. And that's right! The female reproductive system is made up of several organs which include the ovaries, fallopian tubes, uterus, and vagina. This is the female reproductive system. Number 1, the ovary. This is the ovary. It produces egg cells as well as the female sex hormones. The female sex hormones are called estrogen and progesterone. Female humans have 2 ovaries. Did you know that when a female is born, about 70,000 potential egg cells are already present in the ovaries? However, only about 500 of these eggs will mature. The mature eggs are released one by one every month once the female reaches puberty or teenager. The releasing of egg will slow down or stop when the female is about 43 to 55 years old. The mature egg cell leaves the ovary through the fallopian tube. Now, what is fallopian tube? This is the fallopian tube. This leads the egg from the ovary to the uterus. Fallopian tube is also the usual site of fertilization, where an egg cell and sperm cell meet and unite. Female humans have two fallopian tubes and each connecting to an ovary to the side of the uterus. Next is the uterus. This is the uterus. It is also called the womb. The uterus is a hollow muscular organ located at the lower abdomen. Uterus has a soft, smooth inner lining called the uterine lining or endometrium. This lining becomes thicker as it accumulates blood and nutrients to accommodate the unborn baby as it develops. Uterus is also the site where the fertilized egg is implanted. If the egg cell is not fertilized, it will break together with the uterine lining. After it will break down, it will be discharged during menstruation. The next is the cervix. This is the cervix. It is located at the lower part of the uterus. It is a narrow opening between the uterus and the vagina. During childbirth, it expands to allow the passage of the baby. And then, the vagina. This is the vagina. It is also called the birth canal. The vagina is a hollow, muscular tube that extends from the cervix to the vaginal opening called vulva. It expands to let the baby pass during normal delivery of birth. That's how amazing human reproductive systems are. Now, you know the important parts and functions of the male and female reproductive system. It's activity time! Get your modules and ballpen and let's do the activity. Identify the parts of the male and female reproductive system, then label each indicated part. Write your answers on your module.
For today, young scientists, thank you for listening. I hope you have learned something interesting in today's video lesson. For more videos, visit e-Phaganadan FB page and YouTube channel and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Once again, this is your teacher, Teacher Potre. Basta katiodi, kabangsa, katalino. See you in the next video lesson. Goodbye!